Hey everyone, how's it going? Inside Out 2 is the first Pixar movie to make me genuinely feel something in quite some time. Now, bear in mind, I haven't seen the last 5 Pixar films, and that's only really because either I wasn't interested or I haven't heard good things about any of them besides Soul, which is on my watch list, but I am just not familiar with the current animation discourse. I know that Pixar's current reputation is conflicting. I guess there's so many opinions on it on YouTube and Twitter. It's hard to keep up, but what I will say is that this is probably the success that they need right now. This new film is about Riley hitting puberty and the new emotions that come with such a transformation, like envy, anxiety, boredom, and embarrassment. If the first film was about change and dealing with conflicting emotions, then this is basically the same movie, but basically with a better concept, much more mature, and honestly cranked up to 11, which is not a bad thing at all. The story is honest and competent in this depiction of anxiety and puberty and how these things can affect us and change us really well. I think I felt both connected to the human scenes and the emotion scenes, like the actual emotion scenes with the emotion characters, which is something I can't really say about the first movie. I wouldn't say I was entertained by the human scenes in the first movie, at least me personally, besides if it was like a climactic scene. And then when it comes to Riley herself, you see her change, obviously because of the events of the movie, what's happening in headquarters, everything like that. But besides, knowing that context, it also just feels believable watching someone like Riley genuinely switch up, become a fake friend, make spontaneous decisions based off whether people will like them or not. And something that I really like is how I hated Riley. I hated anxiety because of what she's making Riley do and become. And it's hard because at the end of the day, in the real world, that's what anxiety does. That's how major cases of anxiety, depression work, It makes you do different things. The movie uses your knowledge of real world emotions against you. It makes characters do unlikable things just to give you a feeling of confliction. The movie doesn't treat you as dumb or stupid. It trusts that you know how these emotions work in real life, which I can definitely see going through kids' heads, that layer of character work, but definitely won't go through an older audience's head, which I do like. Not to say that, the message won't get to kids, eventually. That's the whole point of the movie, the whole point of the climax, obviously. So I'm just calling out what I liked that this movie did for older audiences, because literally this is a movie for everyone. It doesn't matter if you're a kid or not. It really is a movie for everyone. And I really liked Joy's and Anxiety's character arc, eventually realizing that every single emotion, every single memory is how we shape our sense of self, and how that gives us a better hand of cards to able to choose what we do later in life. That's really, really good. Besides that, the movie was really well paced. There wasn't a single time where I found myself being bored, or where there were times like I felt like I wanted to see the human scenes more or the emotional scenes more. I still wanted to see more human stuff. I won't lie, I was really intrigued with that plot line and just wanted to see more Riley, I guess. But I'm glad with what we got. The music is otherworldly this time around. It really carries a lot of the emotional climaxes of this film. I really did find myself just immersed in the music. I just had to point that out there. That's really, really good. And just as a side note or open note, I guess, I really just like this concept for a movie. Emotions living inside your brain. It's the same as the first movie, but just expanded, I guess. And these plot devices being used to tell stories that are very sincere and human. This structure leads itself to honestly a great series of movies. If a third one was announced about adulthood, and then maybe a fourth one about being a parent, there's a ton of great ideas there, a ton of great creativity you got there, and I would love to see those come to light. As for other critiques, Joy doesn't really grow as a character since the last film. And that's not the biggest issue. As I said earlier, this movie's basically the first one, but more about puberty and maturity, and like I said, it's not a bad thing, especially since these emotions are supposed to be one note. But I wouldn't mind seeing maybe some kind of improvement in characterization or writing in the future as we get into adulthood and parenthood, because I feel like your emotions do drastically change, like your normal ones, instead of just adding new ones in there, because I don't see them adding even more emotions to the cast as we go past through puberty. So that, it's like I said, minor complaint. It's not breaking the movie, but there's definitely room to grow for improvement. And overall, I'm going to give Inside Out 2 a 8 out of 10. Pretty big win for Pixar. Alright, that's it for this one, guys. Tell me, what did you guys think of the movie? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Leave a comment. And honestly, if there's anything I didn't mention that you wanted me to mention, I'm down to talk about it in the comments with you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It means a lot to me. And thank you for your support. Have a good day.